So let's start off our monthly wrap-up with the top 5 best-selling car brands for the first 3 months of 2026. We're not surprised to see Toyota here, diba? For this particular period, Toyota sold 40,306 cars. So again, it gets the lion's share for the industry. It is followed by Mitsubishi Motors Corporation's Philippines, who sold 20,600 units. Sa tingin nyo, driver siguro dito yung Expander, which is the best-selling car for 2025.
So, I guess in 2026, binibili pa rin siya.
Yeah, relevant pa rin. Following in third place is Suzuki. At number 4 is Nissan Philippines. So, maybe it's trying to prove na despite the challenges it faces globally, nasa top 5 pa rin siya, no?
Hindi malaya yung number niya sa Suzuki actually.
Oh, yeah. It's sold 4,634 units from January to March of 2026. And finally, Honda Cars Philippines slots in at number 5, outranking Ford and Isuzu Philippines.
So, 7th place sila. Tama.
Yeah, 7th place siya on the last release ng CAMPI. And for the number of cars it sold, it's 3,968. And also pala special mention, VinFast came in at 11th place in their first year as member of CAMPI. So yung debutant natin has good potential, no? Maybe it will be in part of the top 10 na in the coming release, diba?
Okay, for context, CAMPI has more than 20 members and VinFast has beaten more than half of them. So in the near future, siguro it has the possibility of gaining a more favorable place within the top 10, right? Especially considering that as of the first 3 months of 2026, number 1 na si VinFast na battery electric vehicle brand in the country. Specifically, it has sold 1,171 units within that time frame. So, very impressive, right?
Aggressive sila.
Aggressive. Okay, for PHEV naman, ang number 1 is Jetour with 550 units sold. Surprising, Jetour.
Yeah. Why not BYD, no?
Yun, ang BYD kasi is not a member of CAMPI and occasionally lang sila nagre-release ng figures nila. So,
Pero based din sa, di ba, unofficial number 3 sila last time.
yeah.
I guess, double-digit thousands. Possible ba yun?
Possible. Highly possible.
For Q1.
Yeah.
Pero until we know.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to hybrid electric vehicles. Ito yung mga closed-loop hybrids. Toyota is number 1 at 5,471 units sold, which is no surprise since majority ng electrified offerings nila are HEVs, right? Also, yung BEV offerings ng Toyota, it only has 2, right? And both are priced above 2 million. So, we're not seeing it ranking high in the BEV segment soon, anytime soon.
Maybe, yeah.
So, overall, binaba ng 10% ang total sales figures for the local automotive industry in the first quarter of 2026. But, umangat ng 36% yung XEV sales, yung mga electrified vehicle sales, compared to the same period in the previous year. So, parang true talaga yung the hype is real talaga for electrified vehicles.
Yeah, so it only shows, tama ka, it only shows na meron na tayong data na people are actually shifting to more electrified offerings. I think it's prompted too by the spike of petroleum prices. Yeah.
Speaking of hybrid electric vehicles, Mitsubishi Motor Philippines Corporation actually has plans to have local manufacturing of hybrids. Wala pang exact target date, but it will come around mid-2028. And of course, same location with its ICE plants, internal combustion production plant sa Santa Rosa, Laguna. This is a big deal kasi it will somewhat decrease yung dependence of the local market to imports. And of course, hopefully, magiging mas affordable ang Mitsubishi hybrid products.
So ano ba yung binubuo dito sa Santa Rosa currently? Mirage and what else?
I think L300.
Yeah, the L300.
Ay yung expander ba?
I think it's made in Indonesia.
So magiging ka-level natin yung Indonesia, lalo na if hybrid, I guess, yung ibubuo natin.
Yeah.
Kasi meron
Possible.
bang ibang hybrid na Mitsubishi ngayon?
Outlander, but that's a JDM market na yung design niya and specs niya is for JDM.
So basically, sinabi ng Mitsubishi, gagawa tayo expander hybrid sa Pinas. Kung long term thinking mo.
Considering the popularity ng expander locally,
It makes sense, oh.
makes sense.
So sana mas mura nga siya.
Alright, and at number 3, topic natin for our monthly wrap-up. You know that the month of April is also the month of Miyas. And medyo maingay ang Miyas ngayong taon. The organizer reported that it's an all-time high in terms of visitors. So pumalo ng 180,600 visitors ang pumunta sa Miyas this year. And despite that, syempre, alam mo naman, as Filipinos being Filipinos, may masasabi pa rin tayo. Diba? For those following Miyas, the auto show, almost puro China cars or China brands ang nandun. Hence, other people call it Manila China Auto Show and other names. Diba? But, it shows also na it attracts people. Diba? And again, like what we talked about earlier, I think this prompts the shift from traditional ICEs to hybrids, electrified models.
So yung napansin ko sa Mias actually, since we were there on the show floor, katabi natin yung public, when they were looking at the cars, they were looking at yung specs, yung performance, and hindi sila parang brand-centric. So kita mo talaga, all the booths, medyo puno sila ng mga tao. Walang favoritism, hindi parang BYD lang yung tinitignan nila kasi kilala na. Talagang every car was being checked out. And may excitement talaga sila. Hindi siya yung curiosity. Like, they know gusto na nila tumingin ng hybrid, ng EV. Kaya sila nasa Miyas. So I think yun nga yung sign na parang hindi na siya usapan ng Japan versus China like usual or China versus US or kahit Korean, talagang ano na siya, ICE versus XEV na yung ano.
And siguro there's also the point that parang at least the people who were there, no? Parang they're already accepting of Chinese brands. Kasi it cannot be denied that Chinese brands have had a market, yung parang obvious yung improvement nila in their products. Yung fit and finish, performance, yung features. So, syempre, hindi natin madi-deny na marami silang ina-undercut na traditional car brands. That's always an attractive point for Filipinos na price conscious.
And I think to add up to what you said, no, makikita mo kung paano ini-spoil ng Chinese brands yung mga car buyers versus Japanese brands. The features that you see on the entry-level Chinese models, minsan makukuha mo siya if you go mid variant or even the range-topping models from Japanese car brands, di ba? So I think that's also one thing that caught the interest of car buyers na, 'di ba? Parang kasi yung profile ng mga car buyers ngayon lean more towards on, 'di ba? Technology. And sadly, 'di ba? Baka nga mamaya the car buyers right now are looking for cars that they can drive for convenience rather than those that they can drive for the experience, you know, for the experience of sitting behind the wheel and all the excitement that a car can give you.
Connected to that, yung fifth entry namin is wala ng Supercar days sa Esteban, Makati on Sundays. So dalawa yung school of thought dito. One is rules are rules, so wag kayong mag-double park kahit naka-Lambo ka or Ferrari. But also, parang for the culture, di ba? Sunday morning naman, people need to gather, like people have fun. So ano yung thoughts nyo? Dapat ba pagbigyan or wala, strict life?
maybe for me, kasi if you go to Reddit, yung mga reports ng people doon, it was discontinued due to the complaints of the residents. Ang sabi nila, just like what you said, double parking, and minsan siguro yung crowd, the noise, maybe Sunday is the only time that they get to relax. And I don't know, siguro medyo naaanoy sila sa sobrang dami ng tao doon.
Sa na-observe ko, when it comes to noise, wala naman nagre-rev. Parang good boys naman yung pupunta doon. Kaso lang, talagang nag-group up yung crowd. And syempre, friends. Maingay talaga yun. That's a concern that we understand from the residents. So for me, baka maybe they can find another venue. No?
Or siguro they can come to a compromise,
Yeah.
diba? The people who are meeting at Esteban Street in Makati, maybe they can siguro set, if not every Sunday, siguro every other Sunday, or at least once a month
Once
na
a month.
magkita-kita sila. Kasi as people who drive cars, I mean, the three of us, we all know na it's a different feeling sharing your joy with other people who understand you then as a driver, diba?
Pero huwag mo lang i-share na parang si smoke
Smoke
machine.
machine.
Or else kukunin yung kotse mo.
Speaking of which, diba? That's another topic na sumisikat ngayon online.
So, yan. Tama na yung pag-vlog ng mga kalokohan at reckless driving. Or wag na lang kayo mag-drive kung ganun to begin with, di ba?
Pero, alam mo, 2026 na, parang mag-racetrack ka na lang. Di ba?
And that's not the type of car culture we want to popularize, diba? And for our final topic of the month, since medyo busy kami due to all that is happening in the automotive industry, dalawa lang yung pagpipilian natin sa favorite car of the month natin, which turns it into a death match or celebrity death match kung nanonood kayo ng MTV dati.
Ano po yun?
Between the Jetour T1 Lightning and the Mitsubishi Expander. The other is a hybrid vehicle, and the Expander, as we all know right now, is still fully ICE. Kayo guys, anong pick nyo between the two?
Oh man. Kung visual appeal lang, Jetour T1 Lightning. Parang it's boxy, it's a callback to the old square-shaped SUVs of yesteryears. Tapos well-equipped pa yung loob. Parang well-balanced adventure vehicle na pwede mong ma-drive every day. So, it's a little bit more exciting compared to the
A little
Expander.
bit lang ba? Parang a lot more naman.
A lot more.
For me naman, I would choose the T1 because you lose 2 seats pero you don't always need 7 seats naman. And like, everyone knows lumang platform na Expander and mahirap i-deny yung ang laking advantage ng technology gap nila. So like, price aside, parang everything else, like T1 na. Maybe you could say longevity, reliability, pero overall package, ganun. Parang, I'd rather park a T1 in my garage.
Sa akin naman, I would have to disagree with the two of you. As someone who drives an MPV, syempre, MPV supremacy tayo. I think I would choose the Expander. Kasi mas magagamit ko siya every day. Something that I can drive with my family. Diba? And although sabihin na natin na the T1 is a hybrid. Diba? But I think I can get better mileage sa Expander
Okay.
rather than the T1 SUV. So that wraps up our monthly wrap-up. And let's go back here after 3 months to see whether or not our favorite brands have made it into the best-selling list. And who knows? Maybe some of the cars that we're going to review are going to be part of the movers of the second quarter's number. And by the way, aside from these videos, if you are looking to get updated on the latest monthly, we also do this on our website. So go to zigwheels.com.ph and read about it.
Once again, this is Cesar Miguel.
Paulo Papa.
And Ash Mahinay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.